Hey guys, the Pittsburgh Steelers have a big time player to watch in this game against the Buffalo Bills, and it's not a player that's getting a lot of coverage. And the guy that I want to talk about is newcomer wide receiver Van Jefferson. I mean, this guy has only been targeted twice with one reception so far in the preseason, but there's plenty of takeaways from his week one performance. And I want to go to this story on A to Z Sports. You guys check it out. And what's up? This is Sports Talk Steelers. I'm your host, Sean. Hey, please hit the subscribe button. We're starting something new here. I want to give you really good, impartial coverage to the Pittsburgh Steelers. You guys deserve it. So please hit the subscribe button. So we're looking at the presumed wide receiver 2 right now, especially while Roman Wilson is out hurt. We're looking at this guy. He beat his man on a crossfield route on which quarterback Justin Fields was able to find him for a 20-yard gain in this last game. And I think if he can continue his strong route running, that's something that he excels at. He's looking to fill this void that Deontay Johnson left behind. And this is really, frankly, what the Pittsburgh Steelers have been trying to do all this time. The Steelers need a deep threat opposite wide receiver George Pickens. It also, we got to increase the ability to catch the ball after all against all of these tough secondaries that we find in this division. And he's going to look to continue to display more of his ability. And now he's going to get the opportunity. And that's kind of exciting. And he might be wide open behind Pickens with Roman out still. It's just a good opportunity with the number 2 spot being wide open. And just a lot of smoke about a trade in Pittsburgh with the San Francisco 49ers for Brandon Ayuk. I mean, I don't know if there's fire at this point. It just seems to go back and forth. But how about the Steelers look inside the building? How about one of these guys that are already on the team? How about one of them rise up? And we're looking at George Pickens. He's likely going to get a contract soon. I mean, I think he has 2 years left on his deal, but that guy's going to look to get paid very soon. And Van Jefferson might be the guy. So Van Jefferson, he only has one season over 800 receiving yards, but the guy's got a ring. He knows about winning football games. He got a Super Bowl ring, and he's been really reliable for Fields and Wilson all summer in camp. And we're looking at just the hope is that he can continue to do that against the Bills today. I mean, these questions need to be answered. And one thing that I absolutely love about Jefferson, he's definitely fitting in with the Steelers. And I just love the old school mentality on this team, and it's starting to rub off on him. And I just want to share something that just came to my attention. So this guy, he didn't just catch a few balls after recent practice. He caught 300 of them. Yes, you heard that right. 300 footballs after practice. And this is because when he finally did leave the field previously, he was asked where this routine came from. And to the surprise of many, he informed the media that he learned about this practice from Steelers and NFL great Antonio Brown. And this is what he had to say. This is really interesting. One of the equipment guys said, AB used to catch like 300 balls every day after practice, and he just took that from them. I think he's one of the best ever play in the NFL. So, man, why not follow what he did? And that's a great train of thought for him, right? I mean, he's looking to have his best offensive season since the 2021 campaign with the LA Rams. And that season, 50 receptions for 802 yards and 6 touchdowns. Those were all career highs. And in the years since, his productions declined steadily. But that season is his best opportunity to that was his best season so far. And this season is a great opportunity to change that. This is a guy, while he's on the Rams, that has a lot of bad bad luck. I mean, a knee problem. It's just been tough. And this is why this new routine makes sense for Jefferson. I mean, before he arrived in Pittsburgh, catching hundreds of balls after practice was not on his schedule. Now this old school mentality is sinking in, and it's a way for him to show determination. It's a way for him to prepare to contribute to a determined group of pass catchers here. And I just really like it. And I want to share that with you. And coming into this game, I'd be remiss to not mention that you guys know Russell Wilson. He's slated to make his Pittsburgh Steelers preseason debut Saturday night against the Bills. And head coach Mike Tomlin, he said that that Wilson is scheduled to play and get the start. If he doesn't have a setback to the calf injury that popped up early in training camp, I mean, the guy was pushing his sled, which is just ridiculous. But for what it's worth, Justin Fields, he opened Thursday's practice with the first team offense. We'll see if he can play mistake-free following after Wilson against the Bills as well. And just another thing, rain is in the forecast right now, so that might affect things as well. So we're looking at Wilson. He set out early camp practices. He was held out of the preseason opener against Houston. He was still dealing with a calf injury, and the Steelers, they have slowly increased Wilson's participation. And now having him play against Buffalo, that indicates that the team is finally confident in his recovery, and this quarterback competition is going to hit a really fevered pitch. And Wilson entered training camp as the clear favorite to win the starting gig over Justin Fields. Mike Tomlin said from the beginning that he was in pole position. Since then, that tone has softened, and he said in the media that it's an open competition. So we'll kind of see. The calf issue opened the door for Justin Fields to show off his, he has superior athletic talent, but he had a fumbling issue with center Nate Herbig in last week's game. Tomlin noted at the time that it negated a lot of good things, and some things have changed this week. Russell Wilson is going to start. Looks like Zach Frazier will be the starting center as well, so that's shored up. We'll see if it was the center. And Tomlin noted Thursday he wants to see the Steelers beating themselves less this week, and that's very telling. It's pretty obvious that he was talking about that situation with Fields, and this is what the coach had to say. This time around, I expect us to be much more efficient on possession down play. Sounds like a lightly veiled reference to the miscues between Fields and Herbig. So Tomlin added that the first teamers are expected to play roughly 4 series against Buffalo, and it's great to watch some real football. We're into the second preseason game. I can't watch the game. I can't wait to watch the game. You guys have been so kind, and we're starting to grow this channel together. Super big time. Appreciate it. And you guys, if you want to see a profile on a specific player, just say the word. I'm here for you. I got you. So enjoy the game, and we'll talk soon.